Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that everybody is doing well. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing your September 2020 monthly predictions. We're going to take a look using the tarot cards, oracle cards, and just my intuition and gifts, and see what is up for September. We are now officially August the 1st when I'm filming this video, so I hope that everybody is doing absolutely fantastic, and we're just going to get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to flip the phone down so that you can see it, and let's get into it. All right, so I'm just going to flip the phone down. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to start using this deck here, which is the Dark Mansion Tarot cards, and I'm going to shuffle these and see what comes out. What can we expect? Let me actually tape. Let's get some. We have to improvise on this back leg here because it seems to be wobbling on this camera stand. So we got to improvise. Probably should have used duct tape. You know, those duct tape for everything. All right, it looks to be holding it. Grab your popcorn, your tea, your soda pop, your candies, and all right. Oops. Okay, interesting. So for those of you that are new to my channel and maybe are not aware, when I read tarot cards, I don't do reversals. It's just my personal thing. Even though they may look reversed to the camera, I'm actually going to flip that around in just a moment so that we all can see the cards themselves. And as I do them, I'm going to put them left to right, which would be this side. If you're looking at the screen. But right now they're left to right for me, but I'm going to switch them. So we have here the Queen of Swords. This is a lot of mental energy. There's going to be some more scandals regarding, is it Ghislaine Maxwell? Also, I feel like there's going to be some uprising around the Divine Feminine for the month of September. Now, what does this mean? When we look at the Queen of Swords, we look at someone that is very, fierce, someone that is very outspoken. So we're going to start seeing more women kind of speaking up. There's going to be more scandals regarding the presidential race. We're also going to see perhaps a celebrity, a female celebrity being very vocal for one or the other political party. But for the most part, I feel like for a lot of you out there, oops, let me lift that. Fell to the floor. For the most part, I feel like that's going to be the energy that a lot of you out there that operate out of the Divine Feminine energy are going to really be dealing with. Speaking your truth, being very vocal. For a lot of you, it's going to be about like no nonsense. So if you're passionate about policy, like political policy or politics, or you're, very vocal about, what you want, like your kids not to go back to school, or kids to go back to school, or about, having unemployment, having a job, getting a job, etc. There's going to be some kind of almost like a struggle that some of you are going through, but you're going to be very clear. There's no more procrastination is what I'm trying to get at for the month of September. And then we have here the Four of Cups. So then there's going to be a couple of you here that are still indecisive. This could also be speaking to, certain branches in the government who are very indecisive, a lot of back and forth, pondering, a lot of pondering. But that for the most part, I feel like is a lot of you thinking like, what is next? Like, what is coming up next? So the Nine of Wands, there's almost like a completion of a cycle, but you're not there yet. Also like defending yourself, like having to defend your stance. So we're going to start seeing a lot of people kind of like in the political area or arena. We're going to start seeing a lot more vocalization, a lot of people being more vocal, more scandals in the world, not just here in the USA, but worldwide. And again, I feel like people are going to be very touchy. The craziness is going to come out because the Wands is a suite of more of communication, creativity. And again, I feel like a lot of you are going to be, you know, looking at new ideas, new things, new opportunities as well. The King of Pentacles tells me that there's going to be a lot of focus on money. So I do feel like in the month of September, some of you may be getting your actual, I'm sorry for the background noise. So some of you have mentioned also background noise, but going back to the reading, some of you may be looking for money. So like the stimulus check, if you don't get it in August, it may come out in September. Or some of you may be getting some checks in September regarding this if you're here in the USA. If you're not here in the USA or you're any other part of the world, this could be, you know, just you looking very focused at your career, your finances, and wanting to expand on that and really grow financially. And that's where I see you at right now. The next card we got here is the Six of Pentacles, and it's almost like looking to balance things in your life, looking for a lot of balance. A lot of you are very stressed, especially if you have children and, you know, they're at home and you're trying to study, you know, or grade if you're a teacher, you know, or whatever you're doing. You may not have a lot of focus or balance in your life right now, and you could be feeling kind of like, you know, things are kind of out of control or spiraling in that way, and you have to regain the control. I feel like, you know, this is also going to be that some people that are not going to be satisfied with what the government is going to eventually roll out as far as stimulus, as far as money, etc. The Strength card comes up and shows us that we need to be strong through the month of September. Not necessarily that it's going to be a bad month, but there's going to be a variety of energy as we get closer to the fall, right? And again, I think sometime, you know, in September, or rather October, September and October, some areas are already getting like fall-like conditions and weather and whatnot. The Ten of Cups tells me it's going to be a lot of focus on round families. The virus, you know, a lot of fear. So people are going to be still kind of social distancing, still being together and sticking with their family. Family is the main priority. And so I feel like there's going to be a lot of scandals around school districts that are supposed to start, because, you know, like some school districts start in August, some start in September or early September or late August. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of focus on that. Let me pull some more cards here and see what else is coming out about the school year. Because I know, yeah, school year, look, Five of Wands, can't make this up. Going to be a lot of resistance about school. It's going to be a very hot topic. You're going to hear a lot more scandals. School districts are going to be sued. The government, you know, local state government is going to be attacked. There's going to be protesting as well. The world shows here that they're, sorry, letting that person pass. Okay. So, what you see here is a lot of options when it comes to the actual, you know, world that we're living in right now. Opportunities that exist. You're going to see a lot of that here in the world. Okay. A lot of different options, opportunities. So people, a lot of people, you have like the vast majority of people that are stuck to the media, stuck to the same, you know, cycle. They can't release fear. And then you're seeing a vibration in the world where a lot of people are now spiritually awoken. They're looking at the bigger picture like the World card depicts, and they're looking at possibilities, you know, planning for the future of the fall. The Ace of Swords tells me again that a lot of you are going to be mastering whatever you're wanting. You're overcoming the fears. You're overcoming a lot of the phobias and things about this virus. I also feel like there's going to be some more talk about vaccines coming September. I feel like there's going to be certain countries that are going to be rolling it out, and maybe the USA looking at, you know, a trial already for vaccines and maybe getting it out to a certain group of people that want to be tested. Not just the military, but people that are volunteering, like independent trials through these companies. We're going through a deep transformation in the month of September. The death card signifies transformation, ending of a chapter. So again, I'm not saying that the virus is going to go away, because it's not. The virus is going to always be there, just like the flu virus is there, and essentially it is a strain of the flu virus, but again, it's we call it SARS-CoV-19 or whatever. It is, you know, going to always be there, but I feel like the consciousness and the fears and stuff are going to be kind of ending, and so you're going to see a lot more people venturing out, and then a lot of people staying more indoors, right? Four of Pentacles, it speaks to a lot of greed. Someone that is very greedy, right? Someone that's holding on to their money very tightly. For me, that's what that kind of symbolizes. So you're going to start seeing a lot of people being greedy. Again, when we talk about greed, it's like using maybe the situation at hand to, you know, the situation that we're in as a society as a whole. This is more about businesses looking for more money and etc. when some of those businesses don't need it, but other businesses that are, you know, small mom and pop shops may need the money. And this is more speaking about the corporations. I feel that's what I heard Spirit say, like the big corps out there that are looking for more and more and more. The Page of Pentacles, again, appreciating, you know, finances and new opportunities that are coming in. A lot of you are going to be very appreciative of that, very grateful. Overall, it's just good energy. Ace of Cups tells me that a lot of you are going to feel emotionally fulfilled, spiritually fulfilled through the month of September. It's like a lot of the ease. As we all know that we're approaching the fall season, everybody is talking about the second wave of this virus and what is coming. And then we have the Five of Swords. So again, the Five of Swords is almost like defeat. There's going to be some people that feel very defeated. Some people that are going through very emotional periods through the month of September. You may experience some emotional ups and downs in your life through the month of September. It is what it is, you know. You can't let fear get the best of you. Then we have the King of Wands here. So again, and then, wow, the High Priestess. So again, this speaks to, I feel like the King of Wands is President Trump. I feel like it is, we're going to see a lot more in the spotlight with him. And then we have the High Priestess. So somebody, I don't know if this is Melania or this is going to be Ivanka, but someone is going to come out and support him, you know, and be more vocal, kind of being more present, if anything, for the people that, you know, that are still doubting that he, you know, he is, you know, doubting the work that he's doing. And then when we get with Biden, let's see what Biden card we get with Biden. With Biden, we get the Nine of Swords, okay? I just pulled that card randomly. So there's going to be someone that is, or maybe even him, that is going through some emotions on a deep level, that is not happy with, you know, whatever's going to happen in the month of September. But let me tell you, if we go back to history in 2016, when Trump and Hillary were both neck and neck, right? And there was around that time, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong, but it doesn't matter. But around that time period was when the email scandals came out. And like, I feel like, again, through this month of August, when I'm filming this, August 2020, and then going into September, there's going to be more scandals. And look, the Queen of Cups. So again, there is going to be a strong female that has a presence that I feel like is going to be attacking Biden, or somehow bringing out some further truths about him. And then I get, again, another, so there's two women that come forward. I don't know if they come forward, you know, publicly, or they're going to go forward privately. But I feel like there's a lot of conflicting energy around Biden when it comes to, you know, his campaign and overall energy for him for the month of September. So now I'm going to use my my actual Starseed Footstep Oracle cards, which I love. You can get these on my website as well. They are for $20 right now, plus shipping and handling. And they're 41 cards, illustrated. They come with a manual. Here's the manual, for those of you that are not aware. And they're very to the point. I like these oracle cards because I made them where you can get, you know, direct and clear answers. So I'm going to shuffle and see what other messages do we have for the world in general for September 2020. What's going to be the outcome of our economy? Lies. Okay, there's a lot of lies. A lot of people are going to be traveling through the month of, and I'll get into this further. There's still going to be some fear. But listen to your intuition. Very interesting how we're getting these cards here. And this is why I love my deck, because it's very, very clear. Stagnation. People are very tired. Blind people. I'm going to get into it. Careful with decisions. Okay. And then walk away. All right, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let me just shift these around. Lying. So still a lot of lies that are going on through the world, you know, with politics, with, you know, in general. There's going to be an energy that a lot of you could also be experiencing just with, you know, associates, acquaintances, people that you work with through the month of September, where you're dealing with a lie. And Spirit is wanting you to be very honest with yourself. Be the most authentic version of yourself. You know, don't lie to kind of, you know, fit in or whatever, because it will catch up with you. Travel. There's going to be a lot of concern about travel as cases, you know, and we start seeing more of these supposedly cases and numbers. The media is going to talk about a lot more increases in the fall. Just know that it's going to be a given. They're going to create a lot of mass fear and hysteria, and there's going to be flights possibly canceled and delayed, trips that are going to be delayed, and it's not going to be good because, again, there's just so much fear that is being generated as we already, like, I can feel it even now, and we're August 1st, 2020. As we get into the month of September, the fear is going to get even worse. The Spirit is saying for you to listen to your intuition. Don't listen necessarily to everything the media says. Listen to your intuition, because your angels, your guides are going to be guiding you. Fear is a low vibration. You don't want that. Fear causes stagnation. So honestly, I got this card, listen to your intuition. If you don't listen to your intuition, what's going to happen is that you're going to create stagnation. You're going to feel like your life is at a crossroads. A lot of the people that are complaining about, you know, this pandemic and complaining about the COVID cases and you know, wearing your mask, and now you have to wear goggles, and so forth. It's just, it's so exhausting. It's exhausting. It's draining energetically. And then we have, let me see here, blinded. Don't be blind, you know, because stagnation goes in hand with blindness, right? A lot of people are going to be blind to the truth. A lot of people, when we see blinded means that you can't see it, because either you love something, you love a political party, you're for, you know, one political party or the other, or you're just believing everything the media tells you. A lot of people need to be careful with decisions, even though you may get a stimulus check and you may be ready to cash it out and prioritize. Don't go and shop for the latest Dior sneakers. Don't go shopping for the latest Gucci bag or Gucci earring hoops because you feel like your bank account has enough money, but you have a stimulus check. Save it for a rainy day, because you never know what is coming up, okay? Walk away from anything that drains you spiritually, because there's a lot of situations out there that are draining a lot of people, that are making you feel, you know, with anxiety, fear, feeling stagnated. There's so much in the social media. Walk away from a little bit, you know, every day, like dedicate maybe 30 minutes off of your phone, off of social media. Let me pull some clarifying cards. Some of you are going to have two choices regarding your career. Should you stay at home, you know, or should you go work, you know, find a job? A lot of you are going to have different decisions to make. And then we have divine protection. So regardless of what is happening in the world, angels are working overtime. A lot of, you know, I feel like laughing here, because a lot of people say, you know, well, the UPS man and the United States Postal Service is working overtime. But honey, during this whole pandemic and stuff, our angels have been working massively. They've been working more than OT. They've been doing OT and then some on a lot of us. And I can't imagine being an angel and being exhausted with so much that's going on in the but the economy here, it looks like a lot of people are going to be going back to jobs or going back to a new job, you know, getting interviewed, getting hired for new jobs. A lot of seasonal jobs are going to be needed. So a lot of you that are facing that energy, spiritual attachments with the world's energy the way it is right now, there's going to be a lot of people that try to latch on. I don't feel like this is necessarily like the other world. It could be spirits, but spiritual attachments can also be formed by other people, bonds, soul ties, kind of, you know, cut off anything that is not healthy. Forgive and move on. Doesn't mean you have to forget, but remember we talked about stagnation and fear. It goes hand in hand with the forgiveness card. So make sure that you're, you know, making peace through the month of September. And again, not holding on to things, because that can cause disease. It can weaken your immune system. A lot of people say, well, that's not true. It cannot weaken. But the energy that we carry in our chakras, whether it's like your heart chakra, your solar plexus, your, you know, your root, wherever it is, it can cause stagnation and it can cause diseases. And a lot of people that have, you know, health issues, it's, you know, it's just like diabetes. When you're lacking sweetness in your life, a lot of people get that. Now, this is not coming from a medical perspective, but more of an, you know, a spiritual perspective. And a lot of people that practice, is it Ayurveda, or I don't know if I even said that right. But that, you know, that practice or holistic practicing, a lot of them can attest to that. Reiki masters that are listening to this could probably attest to that. So now I'm going to be using the Sufi Wisdom Oracle. And we're going to get into seeing what messages it has for the month of September 2020. So, you know, overall, like, I know that a lot of you tune in and you see my videos and you probably think, God, Ray, could you please give us some energy, you know, some messages that are positive and uplifting? I feel like it's not bad. Like, I don't feel, you know, as a collective, as a whole, that the month of September has a lot of bad energy. I feel like it's a mixture, but I do feel like August, the month that where I'm filming this, which is August 1st again, is going to be more of the month that kind of has a little bit more of the negativity and a lot more of indecisiveness and arguments and just being messy. But I've said, you know, as we get closer to the election, things are going to get crazier. So again, I still stand true to that. I do feel like we're going to still see through the month of August and going into September some earthquakes. Maybe California may have another one, you know, and maybe in China or Japan. I'm just, you know, giving an example, but I do feel like there's going to be some other places around the earth that are going to be rocked. Mexico, for example, I feel like there's going to be something going on over there with the COVID cases, but also with the Mother Nature. This could be fires or something else going on. So, we're going to check it out. Let's see what messages Spirit has for us. I've never used this deck. I just got it. And so this is actually the first time that I'm using it. And these are, again, oracle cards. So let's see what messages Spirit has for everybody. And I love doing these readings for you guys. I really love and appreciate. Show some love. Give me a like. Subscribe to my channel. Share this video on a, you know, your Facebook page or your Facebook group, so that way people can get, you know, subscribe to my channel and get notified. And let's see what messages we have here. All right, so I pulled, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Okay, the first card I got here is Concealed Power. Give birth to the wonder of revelation. Wow, that is a very, very powerful card. Giving birth to revelation. So a lot of things are going to be revealed. Again, talking about consciousness. People coming into their power, reclaiming their power, their strength. You know, a lot of people rising up from adversity that we're going through. Ending a trauma. Transform memories and symptoms. Wow. So a lot of people that are paranoid or have phobias, that have pre-existing conditions, that are fearful of this virus, Spirit is asking you to transform trauma. And is saying that there's an ending to a trauma. So some of you that may not even be going through the COVID, may be going through, like, you know, something traumatic, like a divorce, a breakup, the loss of a loved one. There is hope here. Spirit is saying for you to be, you know, that you're okay, that there is light at the end of the tunnel. You're ending a chapter, which goes back to the other initial spread that I did in the tarot cards that showed transformation. It showed the death card, which is a transformation. So September is a big, big month for personal transformation. Energy of love. Behold the world through the eyes of love. Again, Spirit is speaking clear here. It's speaking so clear. It's telling us that we have to be loving. We cannot expect change in the world. We cannot expect the numbers to get better. We cannot expect everybody to be unified if we're all divided, if we're all being, you know, hateful or spreading hate and not love. You know, you have to come from a place of love. Love is the answer. Silencing the mind. Let silence guide you to your inner peace. You see that? Very, very important messages. Whatever you're going through in the month of September, even if it's not related to the virus, perhaps it's related to a will, you know, an inheritance. Perhaps it's related to a legal case that you're pending, whether it is a settlement that you're pending or anything else. Release the fear, you know, silence the mind, because our mind can go places. As a Gemini with a moon, rising and ascendant, both in Cancer. A Gemini with double Cancer in my sign. A lot of people have asked me, like, what sign are you? I'm Gemini sun sign, but with a moon rising and ascendant. So it's like I have double Cancer. I'm very, very connected to my emotions. And so a lot of you out there as well, you may be connected, even if you're not that. I'm just using an example. Union of love. Embrace the beloved within your heart. Wow. So a lot of you are going to be experiencing some new relationships in the month of September. Some of you are going to be dating. Perhaps there's going to be someone that is interested in you, that is going to be dropping, like, you know, little hints here and there, getting close to you, showing you signs of their affection. People yearning for love, for, you know, a companion, someone to have, to hold. There's going to be a lot of focus with a lot of you around your love life through the month of September. Turn over a new page. Let love lead the way for change. Wow. The second message here from these oracle cards about love. Love leading the way. Without love being present, basically we are blinded and we're not able to focus on what we really need. Okay, so Spirit is being very, very clear here on what we need. And then transformation. Again, transformation. Let love transform you forever. Again, the message is love here. I know it's very hard to show love for a lot of people, because a lot of people are worried. They're like, Ray, I don't have time to be lovey-dovey with people, with folks. I don't have time to show it. Make some time. The thing that we have here on earth is time. We have nothing but time. You may not be able to control what happened in the past, but you can control what happens in your present. In the present and in the future. You are the master of your own destiny. You can control that. And I feel like that's what the message that Spirit is giving, and the message for everyone out there that is listening to me. You know, whatever it is, tell yourself that you love someone, that you love, you know, say it out loud. I love myself. I don't care if it sounds shallow, narcissistic, or vain, because it's not any of that. Self-love is very important. If you don't love yourself, how can you love the world? How can you give love to other people? And, you know, also do the things that you love. It's part going hand in hand with, you know, spiritual wellness. You know, do the things that you love to do for yourself. You know, if you like shopping, go out and get yourself, you know, a new purse. Go get your nails did. A lot of people love my hands, my nails. You know, I'm just waving them here on my channel so that you can see it. But, you know, go get your spirit fingers done. Whatever whatever the situation is, go ahead and get it done for yourself. Do something based out of love. Do a kind act of compassion. Give someone a compliment. You never know what kind of day they're having. You know, a lot of us are so self-absorbed, we're not even, you know, checking it on our friends. Drop a message to one of your friends and see how they're doing. They may be in a different city or state or country. And then I'm going to get the numerology cards. I've never used these cards before, and going to see what messages we get out of these cards, okay? So let me pull them out. I don't think that they are used. Well, I'm not familiar how they're used, so I probably shouldn't even be using them for this reading, but Spirit was like, grab those cards. So we're going to see here the messages, and I'm going to see what messages it has for you. This will kind of wrap up the reading. Oops, these cards are going all over the place. They're huge cards. Like, these are the cards I hate shuffling because they're so big. They're like, look at that. They're like huge. My hand is like, it's like the size of my hand. So, let's pull some cards. Let's see. So this is just an insert that I pulled. Let's see. Okay, so I got here for the numerology, we got Destiny, number 1. And this is what it says. I am not interested in the power for power's sake, but I'm interested in the power that is moral, that is right, and that is good. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So Destiny 1, for a lot of you, this is going to be kind of like the overall destiny for the month of, you know, of September 2020. What kind of pertains to you. It says here, you were born with the gift of leadership. Stay focused on your vision and your innovative ideas, and you will inspire and motivate others. You have the resolve to be the driving force in any enterprise. Being self-motivated enables you to achieve many things in your lifetime. You employ a brave approach and are efficient at carrying out your plans. Make certain that your traits of goodwill and understanding are displayed, and you will have the cooperation of others when furthering your goals. Okay, so this is like kind of like the destiny for a lot of you through the month of September. And then we have the Soul card here, the Soul card. Okay, the four Soul. I think one's feelings waste themselves into words. They ought to all be distilled into actions which bring results. This is a quote by Florence Nightingale. It says, you yearn for an organized life and desire the security that is the end result of your planning and structure. You are highly dependable and set a stellar example for others. Matters in your life are taken seriously, and you are well equipped to work out details and create success through your practical approach. By utilizing your willpower and determination, you are able to dive quickly into projects and tackle them with an analytical course of action. You are an ethical person who places a high value on honesty. So that's saying that a lot of you are going to, like I said, clearing out those doubts and those fears, procrastination, taking action with your life, taking ownership and accountability, and moving forward. Even if you have friends that are stuck in fear in the past, you cannot hold on to that baggage. You cannot, I'm not saying to stop being their friends, but you can't hold their hand and kind of say, Susie May, you know, Sally May, you need to, you know, wake up from this, you know, fear that you're going through, because you can't, honey, you just can't. It's too draining. It's not your cross to bear, okay? And then the personality card, okay? So for the month of September, it says here, this is the quote, when we do the best that we can, we never know what miracle is wrought in our life or in the life of another. That's a quote by Helen Keller. It says here, you come across as a great protector. Others view you as a reliable and consider you, okay, you come across as a great protector. Others view you as very reliable and consider you a maternal or paternal figure. Regarded as one with loving disposition, people lean on you for comfort and support. You are quite generous and viewed as someone who offers good counsel. Your outward demeanor radiates calmness and compassion. You are seen as someone who can unite others in times of turmoil. Others may look to you for solace. So, again, I feel like what this is saying is that A lot of you are coming full circle. A lot of you are, and I'm sorry, I do a lot with my hands just when I feel the energy very, very strongly. A lot of you are taking that leadership role, that position, and you're going to be assuring others that everything's going to be okay. But you're also, you know, like it says here in this card, a lot of you are going to be protecting your own family and yourself. A lot of you are going to be protecting, you know, the president, or protecting your preferential candidate that is running. You know, you can be very calm and very gentle in turmoil, and you handle pressure well. So I kind of feel like what it's saying is that a lot of you are going to be taking on the leadership role. When you may not have ever been used to being a leader or speaking up, you're going to kind of take on that role through the month of September, whether it's in your job, in your family, in your relationship. A lot of you are going to take the initiative to take the reins of that and gain control of your life, and kind of set people into perspective, into the right path for themselves. All right, so I hope these messages, you know, sit well with you and make sense. If they don't, hold on to them. But the month of September, like I said, does not feel bad at all. It does not feel very, like, you know, gloomy and dark like the previous year's energy has had. I feel like there is a ray of light. They're very appropriate, right? There is a ray of light. There is some hope for the month of September. And I want to thank you so much again for all of your love and support. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't without you guys. And also don't forget to join my Patreon. It's www.patreon.com/Psychic Medium Ray. Go and check out all of my psychic and mediumship developmental classes that I'm teaching, information that I'm sharing about magic and whatnot. It's all there. And don't forget to pick up a copy of, again, my Starseed Footstep Oracle cards, and then the protection oils that I do have. And again, as a reminder, since we are in the month of August, that somewhere between the middle or the end of August, I'll be reopening my website for all kind of readings, meaning that I'll be doing, again, psychic reading, the basic psychic, well, not basic, but psychic readings, past life readings, mediumship readings, and 12-year yearly outlook, 12 month yearly outlook readings. But right now, the only thing that is available are emergency readings for those of you that cannot wait. And if you are not on my waiting list, you can get on my waiting list by going onto my website, www.raymondguzman.net. And then on the home page, scroll all the way down, or you'll see a pop-up on the screen, and you just enter your name and a valid email address, and you will be notified. I will send out a mass email, you know, to everybody that is on my waiting list, letting you know when I start taking new readings, when I'm more available again. And also be sure to go to my Instagram. I need your support out there on my Instagram, because a lot of you will be finding information from my stories, etc. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's at Psychic Medium Ray. All right, guys, so I love you so much. Have an amazing, amazing weekend, since this is being filmed on August the 1st, which is basically today. So have an amazing, amazing weekend. I love you guys so, so much. All right, guys. Bye.